Hyundai Elantra 2026 just showed up, and it might quietly be the most important compact sedan of the year, but here's the wild part, there's one feature hidden inside that could completely change how you feel about daily driving, so stay with me because would you believe this car might know you better than you know yourself? The first thing that hits you is the look. It's sharper, lower, more confident, like it finally grew into its own personality. The front end feels futuristic without screaming for attention, the lights slice through the air, and the body lines feel intentional, almost sculpted, not busy. Rolling past you, it doesn't beg for validation, it just gets it. And right when you think, okay, it's just another sleek sedan, you open the door, and that's where things shift. Inside, it feels calmer than you expect. The cabin wraps around you, clean, modern, and surprisingly upscale for this segment. The materials feel soft where your hands actually land, the seats hug without squeezing, and there's this sense of space that makes you exhale without realizing it. Road noise fades into the background, the driving position just clicks, and suddenly you're not just sitting in a car, you're settling in. And once you notice how intuitive everything feels, you start to realize the tech here isn't just flashy, it's thinking ahead. The screens flow together like one continuous experience, not a bunch of random gadgets glued on. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are smooth, the digital cluster adapts based on how you drive, and the voice assistant actually understands you without yelling. But here's the surprising part, the Elantra 2026 can now recognize different drivers automatically, adjusting seat position, mirrors, climate, and even drive settings the moment you sit down. If that made you raise an eyebrow, tap the like button real quick, because features like this usually live in cars way more expensive. And tell me in the comments, would you trust your car to remember you this well? On the road, it feels balanced. Not trying to be a race car, not boring either. The standard engine delivers around 150 horsepower, smooth and responsive for city life, while the hybrid option pushes efficiency into the spotlight with close to 50 miles per gallon, which families and commuters are going to love. Steering feels light but precise, suspension soaks up rough roads without floating, and compared to rivals like the Toyota Corolla or Honda Civic, this one feels more composed and more confident at everyday speeds. But there's something else happening behind the scenes that most people won't notice at first, and it's the reason you'll want to stay until the end. Safety is where Hyundai really played a different game this time. Yes, you get the expected stuff, adaptive cruise, lane keeping, blind spot monitoring, all solid. But the big reveal is something called driver state monitoring that doesn't just watch the road, it watches you. Using interior sensors and AI, the Elantra 2026 can detect signs of fatigue, distraction, or stress, and gently intervene with alerts, seat vibrations, or even adjusting cabin settings to help you refocus. It's not intrusive, it's reassuring, especially if you've ever driven home exhausted, with family in the back seat, just wanting to arrive safe. And here's the moment. Imagine pulling into your driveway after a long day. The lights soften, your favorite music fades in, the seat eases back slightly, and the car reminds you to breathe. It sounds small, but it hits big. This isn't just transportation, it's a quiet partner in your daily chaos, and that feeling sticks with you. So here's the verdict. The Hyundai Elantra 2026 isn't the flashiest or the fastest, but it might be the smartest, most emotionally aware compact sedan you can buy, and the only real question is, do you want a car that just drives, or one that actually looks out for you? Smash that like button if this car deserves the spotlight, drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe, because the next one might just blow this away.